Welcome to the Nature Newsroom. I'm Alejandro Alba, host and correspondent for Now This News, and today I am joined by Gaby Baesse. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell me more about why you're here and what you've experienced so far at COP26.
Thank you, Alejandro. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm from Youth for Nature. We are an organization, a youth-led organization that works toward the connection of climate change and the biodiversity crisis that we face. So right now we are with a delegation of 12 young people from all over the world here, and it's amazing to be able to bring all these people here. And yeah, and also like be here advocating for youth and also for climate justice and another of different perspectives around nature and climate as well.
Yeah, that's great. And one of the things that you've actually advocated for in the past is public transportation. And the reason I bring that up is because today's Transportation Day. So out of the things that have come out of COP, all the declarations, all the pledges, do you think that's enough? And does that kind of align with your mission and your activism?
That's a very good question. And yeah, I did my master in urban mobility, actually because I see how we need an intersection of all the themes, but when we are talking about cities and especially about how people are able to access cities, we need to talk about transportation, and also when we want to talk about climate change, because like the most emissions we have from carbon flow right now are from the transport that we have that is based in motorized transportation. So we have a lot of cars in the city, and what I see about the text, the draft of the negotiations that came out right now, is that it talks about reducing carbon flows emission, but we still don't know how we are going to do it. So I think it is good that we're talking about having those results, but how we are really going to be able to achieve it. And to do it, we need to talk about localities, so the cities, and about transport. So how the cities are engaging in changing the kind of transportation they have right now in the cities that go even beyond only the electric cars. They are important, but also how we also start to having a good public transportation. We have how we are able to have bikes and people being able to walk on the cities and have like cities that they want to be there, like not only in some parts of the world, but everywhere, cities that people want to be there, engage and care and take care of the cities as well.
And now through your research, you say that you really are not seeing the solutions in the text, but through your research and your activism, what are some of the solutions that you've seen implemented that actually work and should be reflected here at the global scale?
I think there are a lot of different actions that are happening. I think going towards like what youth has been doing, there are a lot of different movements around bicycling on cities. I can talk like about in my city, but in whole Brazil, there are movements of people that are advocating for more bikes and more bike lanes on the city. So like my city were able to, because of these movements that come together from different parts and connected with the environmental movements, we were able to have more bike lanes in the city. And yeah, this have increased people biking and being more comfortable doing these activities. But I think there are other important projects that youth are doing on the ground. Right now, we also like have different youth that have been in cities like Guadalajara. I just went with in a session to talk about it. They have been also putting the gender connection with this. So they have this project of more women working in the public transportation sector. So has been like different actions happening there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the intersectionality of it all, right?
Yes.
And so, we're almost at the end of COP26. What is your call to action, and what do you still want to see by Saturday, by this weekend?
I think what we really want to see is an ambition result of this negotiation. So really results that go towards changing the system that we have right now. We need to rethink the way that we deal with nature, the way that we deal with cities. and not only like in a binary way of separating cities and nature, separating what is good and bad, but really connecting, seeing that all this is connected. So if we are talking about improve the environment and take care of nature and fight climate change, we have to also talk about how we are doing to do this in the cities, how we are going to change our transport system. And also what we want as well is to have more participation of people in the negotiation. So we need to have the local communities, we need to have the cities participating of it. And because I think when we have this, we will be able to really have the implementation of the what we have in the text of the negotiations to be implemented in the local sphere. And yeah, and to include youth, we need to have more youth there as well, more indigenous people, more women, transgender person talking and being able to be there, participating of it, and bringing their own visions to the table.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that insight and commentary. Thank you so much again for being here.
Thank you so much, Alejandro.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.